I should probably unmute myself. Hello, everybody. Hello out there. Sorry, sorry, the link broke, and I had to actually make a new YouTube link for us to come hang out at. What ended up happening? Apparently, we use Restream from time to time to live stream, and I didn't realize that when you use Restream, it sometimes will make the stream think that it's supposed to be at like 1440p, which totally breaks all of the other live streams on this channel. So I managed to fix it. So that's why there was a new link. So there you go. Just letting y'all behind the curtain. Sean Capri says I stole his background. I mean, Sean, just to throw it out there, I've had this on my computer for like 4 years now. So, I mean, I don't know if I stole it from you, because actually I'm pretty sure I've had this since like before you even started streaming over at twitch.tv/Sean Capri. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. But I'm going to wait, a couple more minutes for everyone to kind of, filter on in before we do kind of the grand reveal of my sim. I want to make sure everyone's here for this hype moment. I hope everyone else is having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday afternoon. Again, it is, 9 degrees and partially sunny outside. It's a nice day outside. But yeah, as Seth says, please like the stream, share in your comments below what you think about my sim. Again, it's going to be a fun day today. I think I'm going to basically show off my sim. We're going to go back to my, apartment, and I'm going to show off my apartment to you guys. And then from there, we'll just, chill and talk about stuff and see what's going on. Hello, Court. Hello, Seth. Hello, everyone who's in the chat. And we'll give it 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before we do the grand reveal. We'll basically get 10 after. We will officially switch over, and I will show you my sim, the person I've been working on for a long time. Although, to be fair, again, my sim actually just moved into a new place, and I'm still kind of, customizing it from some of the default layouts, so it's not like, totally up to Ryan Turford's spec yet, but I'm excited to at least show off, my new apartment that I'm living in now, because it's very fancy. It's like the fanciest apartment in the entire game, which is pretty cool. But otherwise, I'm going to sit here and just, sip my water as we wake. Or, I can tell you about Star Ocean, the Divine Force. I was playing that last night. Pretty fun game. I was actually enjoying quite a lot. The Metacritic score currently is a 74, which is actually way higher than I thought it would be, because I was expecting like high 50s or low 60s for that game. But I'm really actually enjoying the act of playing Star Ocean, the Divine Force. So I'll be talking about that more on that. I need to go back to my conference. What are you waiting for? Sean, 2:10. So 1 more minute. 1 more minute, Sean. Just be patient. 1 more minute. In fact, let me look at the time here. We got 10 seconds. All right, let's do the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! That's my sim right there. Their name is Sarah Darkstone. As I mentioned on the Xbox Drive before, or on other programs that I've been on, they are a werewolf astronaut. Liking to go to space. I'm just in my casual apparel, jeans and a t-shirt kind of thing. I don't want my sim to run off, although I could, have the background kind of animated a little bit. We can kind of like turn the camera around, give you a good look at them. But this, of course, is like totally like a Ryan Turford type sim, as you kind of can imagine here.
Yes.
And of course, they're just like, just talking to themselves at this point. I made sure to disable kind of their auto tasks. So, they're not, running off and doing their own thing while we're kind of just chilling here, observing the butterflies on this, fancy beach location that I found. Because this is actually like, if I zoom out the camera a bit, this is actually pretty close to my old mansion. Because this here, this house here used to be my house here. Just with a pool and everything, and a gazebo where I had like my little garden kind of sitting around here. House is totally empty though, because this, again, was my house, but it is no longer my house. Oh my god, I was waiting for this and I get called into a meeting. Well, the nice thing about this, Lee Navarro, is that, this will live as a VOD forever on this channel, and it will live in perpetuity. from this point forward. So, yeah, we're just going to, chill on the beach here. But yeah, so this is my sim. I've even got some other fancier outfits that we can take a look at. Because again, we've got outfits for all occasions here. Oh yeah, Sean actually points out this is pretty close to my old mansion. Seth points it out. But look at my household funds. I have a lot of funds. I have 1,268,397 simoleons. This is actually without cheating, because you can actually cheat in The Sims and give yourself like unlimited money. But I wanted all the achievements for the game, and actually, in order to get the achievements, you can't cheat. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't cheating at all. So I totally went ahead and basically worked my butt off to get all this money. Also, fun fact. In fact, I'll pause now because my sim's starting to get hungry, and I don't want to manage that task just yet. Here I basically have all my skills pretty much maxed out. Comedy, fishing, gardening, and mischief are the only ones I don't have maxed out at this point on this sim. But I've basically maxed out every other stat in the entire game that you max out, including rocket science, acting, mixology, piano, programming, vampire lore, all kinds of cool stuff as well. But also, I want to show y'all this as well. So, as I mentioned, my sim's a werewolf. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you my werewolf form as well. Because, you got to show it off at least a little bit. So, we're going to just transform here. And here it is. Here's my sim as a werewolf. Aren't they cute? Look at that cute face. Look at that cute face. Don't you want to take that home? Of course, since my sim has, teal hair, of course, the werewolf form is going to have like teal hair with black stripes, which is pretty cool. So, and of course, since I'm not, out of control, I'm not ripping my clothes off and it's not like torn and stuff like that. But if you do kind of go crazy at the full moon, which is this little meter here, if this fury meter fills up all the way, you actually transform and you lose control of your sim for what seems to be hours and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so, and to Baz's point, teal fur is great. Absolutely. Again, it's a total fit with the way my sim looks like. But again, you can totally customize it, which is pretty cool. So if you don't like, what the default fur color is, you can totally change it to kind of whatever you want it to be, which is pretty cool. But then, of course, as a werewolf, you have usually 4 perks or D perks, as they are, for being a werewolf. And mine, I have 2 D perks, which are, my werewolf must be clean, like they are like super sensitive to hygiene. So if I don't take a shower enough, or if I don't bathe enough and stuff like that, they'll build up fury faster and, go out of control. And this one, same thing, but with hunger. So if my sim gets too hungry, I'll then again lose kind of control of my sim, and they'll kind of spiral out of control. But then I've got, 2 kind of positive buffs. And this first one basically just slows down, or pretty much just halts the ability to build up any fury, or actually just slows down the amount of time it takes to get hungry. So it takes me longer to get hungry, or it takes me a longer to, need like fun and stuff like that, which is a very, helpful trait to actually have in the game. But then I've also got, Mark of the Forest, which just does something very similar as well. So again, it just reduce the decay on fury and fun specifically. And those are totally randomized. You don't get to pick them yourself. In fact, sometimes, because you can re-roll them using a skill that you get as a werewolf. But depending on which ones you get here, sometimes they can just be all negatives, and sometimes they can be all positive. It's just totally like a roll of the dice. And I've got like a good enough one set up build now where I'm just like, I don't want to roll the dice too much, because I might not get something as good as what I got now. But then, I've talked about this on the show before. There's like a whole werewolf, kind of tech tree going on here that even plays this fancy like werewolf music when you access it. So for example, my sim has super speed. So instead of, walking at normal speed everywhere like a sucker, I actually can run like super fast, even outside of werewolf form, which is pretty cool. I'm also immortal. So my sim can't die at all. I basically just live forever, which is cool. And we'll get to that in just a second. Lure Howl, this allows you to kind of re-roll your stats, which is pretty cool. Oh, Stingray X, we'll get to my kids in a little bit. There's a whole story there. I can, build tunnels to different areas. I can dig up, different items. There's all kinds of really cool stuff. I can go hunt for food. rather than, cooking it myself. Although, I've evolved to the point where I really don't need to do that anymore. You can go see at night, which is pretty cool. You can go hunt with friends if you want to, build friendships with other characters. But yeah, that's like the werewolf tech tree. But then there's actually another skill tech tree for my character that I kind of want to show off as well. So first off, my sim has lived for like 600 days at this point. In fact, if I go to stats, let's see. Where is it? Oh, that's all vampire stats. I guess it doesn't tell you how many days anymore. Usually it tells you in this stat when I'm like highlighting my name, it just says days till age up, but I can't age up at this point. I basically never age at this point. But actually, to Stingray X's question, I want guesses in the chat. Chat, how many kids do you think my sim has? And I'll wait until I get some responses on this. I want you to have like a guess. And again, imagine the fact that my sim has lived for 600 years at this point. How many children does my sim have? I need to drink my water. 10. 8. Oh man, those are some lowball guesses. Y'all don't understand what happens when you live for 600 years and you have many partners. I have, let's see, scroll all the way over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I have 32 children. 32 children for my Sims. In fact, some of them my character has lived so long. Some of my kids have just died of old age at this point. So it's just one of those things where my sim has lived so long that they've died. But I've also got certain Sims that are my children that are vampires from the time that I was a vampire. So they just naturally just live forever. And there's nothing I can do about that. There's this one. There's this one in kind of like a beetle outfit, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I have a lot of children, because again, that's as Seth puts, that's the horrible reality of immortality, is you just build up children over the course of time, going forward as well. But moving on to some other stuff. Some other interesting things about my sim is kind of we explore, my sim a little bit. Stingray X asks, how long have I been playing this character? I've been playing this character. In fact, if I go to my Xbox game time for the game, because I haven't actually played a different character at all in The Sims. So if I go to my profile, it'll actually tell us. So I've been playing The Sims on Xbox specifically for 3 days, 14 hours, and 6 minutes. And that's how long I've been playing that Sims in particular for, which again, equates to about 600 days on my sim at this point. Because again, my sim's been living for a very, very long time. It's actually one of the things that, one of the reasons why my skills are all maxed out like this, because you can't max out your skills like this on a mortal character. It's just not possible to do without cheating at this point. And to your point, Seth, never peed myself all that time. That's correct. Not once, have I, has my sim wet themselves at this point. But yeah, so going back to learn more about my sim, because one of the cool expansions is the Get Famous expansion pack. So it introduces the ability for you to earn fame points, which then kind of gives you your own kind of skill tree as well. If we go to my public image here, so first off, of course, I'm maxed out on fame at this point. I'm a global superstar, so I'm like uber famous. In fact, if we go walk around town, people will just walk up to me and then try and, take pictures with my sim or get autographs and stuff like that. Or sometimes, because my clothing is so iconic with this sim, that people will just come up and just take pictures with my sim. But you'll probably notice, as I'm talking about this other side here, because when you're famous, of course, you actually get a reputation, and your reputation is based off your actions here. And notice it's like all the way in the red. So I am totally hated. I have an atrocious reputation. People do not like my sim very much. Yet I'm still super famous. And again, like it's good to go one way or the other because there's actually like their own fame skill tree that you've got here with a bunch of different abilities. And again, you've also got these negative perks that come along about it, where sometimes I'll just get very emotional or have to eat like really good food, or else, you know, I get, you know, upset. Or of course, you know, the most Ryan Turfer thing ever, no touching. Being touched by strangers with less fame than Sarah gets me upset. It just gives me the creepy crawlies when people just, you know, touch me out of nowhere. And that's kind of like me in real life. So I'm actually kind of glad that I got that at random anyways. But some of the perks that come along with being evil, for example, is because I'm so evil, I can play the villain, and, you know, doing evil actions actually gets me more famous, which then leads to me earning more money at my jobs and giving me a bunch of other cool stuff that comes along with that. But also, I can actually bribe my boss at my job, so I can actually go ahead and give them extra money to basically get promoted faster. So since I'm going for all the achievements in this game, I'm currently sitting at 535 out of 1,000 achievement points. I've still got a long way to go because there's still, I basically have to kind of get max level in like all the careers at this point and then finish maxing out the skills I haven't yet. And there's a way to cheese it, you know, using a save dump and stuff, but I don't want to do that. I want to earn it the old-fashioned way, you know, the real way. So, you know, bribing my boss to get extra job performance, for example, is like a good way of, you know, getting myself in there. But also, you know, I've created my own lifestyle brand, you know, the Darkstone brand, because it bases off your last name. So I'm basically selling like t-shirts and stuff to millennials, which then actually gives me a certain amount of money every week. And it's usually like $40,000 to $60,000 a week, which is pretty nice. But then, you know, my sim barely has to sleep. I can go all night. And then I've got like some good content creator perks as well that kind of come along with that, which is pretty cool. Or likewise, you know, if I'm trying to, you know, jump to different careers, I've got some bonuses to help me with that, which is just very helpful. So I can start, you know, some of the career paths at like a very, you know, high level as well. But my current job, as I mentioned, astronaut, I make 119 simoleons an hour. I'm currently level 7 of 10 of the astronaut career. But I only really have to work 3 days a week, but it's long work days. It's basically like 10-hour days for my sim to work, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so let's transform back. Seth says, kind of underpaid for an astronaut, to be honest. Yeah, probably. But, you know, this is the Sims dollars, okay? I mean, sometimes, you know, not the jobs that you would assume pay the most don't actually pay like a super amount of money. Or likewise, again, just think about it. I make $119 an hour, but look at how much money my sim has. Like, I actually, believe it or not, and we'll talk about this when I get back to my house, but my sim actually makes way more money actually doing the content creation stuff and the lifestyle branding rather than actually doing the jobs. I'm basically just doing the jobs at this point, where I'm basically just making so much money. Also, welcome on in, Hopple. Yeah, sorry about that. I explained that a little bit earlier. We had a problem where the stream thought I was broadcasting at 1440p and I had to fix it. So, and to do that, I had to create a new link. So, apologies for that. I did not mean to trick anybody or to break the stream like that. But anyways, I think that's enough kind of showing off my sim here, giving you a good look. Although again, let's take a look at some of my outfits here. Cause of course we got an outfit for every occasion. I've got like my, you know, fancy outfit, which is this nice fancy dress here. And then, I've got kind of my workout clothes, you know, just a nice tank top with a very fancy, thing here. Let's see, what do we got now? And then we got, you know, my sleep clothes. So I got my pajamas and, of course, my 2 wolf moon shirt. Because I'm a werewolf, of course I gotta go with the 2 wolf moon shirt. It just makes perfect sense. Also, welcome on in, Luckless. Hello. Does exclamation point rosebud still work? It probably does. I actually have cheats disabled. So because I want to get the achievements in this game. So I actually I'm not going to go and check that, unfortunately. But then here's kind of like my fancy formal wear kind of dress that I got here. And then we'll save this one for last. here's kind of my, like, you know, summer kind of outfit. And then we got my kind of like wintry kind of outfit. You know, I got my cool, first of all, how adorable is this hoodie? I really like this hoodie. Giving you a good look at this hoodie. But of course I've got, you know, just standard jeans on with some shoes. Well, look at that hoodie. Look how cute that is. That's really adorable. So I really like that hoodie a lot. So, and then my last outfit, of course, swimsuit. You know, I'm going to try not to get us banned from YouTube from showing this, but we'll show this for a quick second. Because likewise, my sim is super ripped because I'm like maxed out on the fitness. So I'm like super built at this point. So I got it 6-pack with abs because that's pretty cool. So there you go. Back to my normal outfit. And now I think, because my sim's starting to get hungry, I think it's time to go home. Let's go home. And since, of course, my sim goes super fast, I can basically just run as quickly as possible. So I actually, as I mentioned, I don't live in the mansion, you know, down by the beach anymore. I moved into a very fancy apartment building. So this is my apartment building, and I'll kind of show you y'all around this apartment here, because again, it's very, very, very fancy here. So as we kind of come into the main hallway here, the first room kind of on the left here is our content creation room. So I'll actually have my sim go here. See how fast I run? Again, I love how fast my sim runs. So here I've got my content creation station. Of course, I've totally maxed it out. So I've got like an HD camera inside a ring light, with kind of 2 really big box lights as well, with like a standard desk lamp as well, with my microphone there. So I can, you know, go ahead here and totally record videos. I can do like product reviews. So, you know, beauty products, toys and gadgets, beauty tips, fashion tips. Because of course, even though my sim is, you know, non-binary, I do have the female build. So it gives me the female options when it comes to options for the content creation station. So fashion tips, beauty tips. And then depending on your mood, again, I've got the pumped up vlog I could do right now if I wanted to. But also if I was feeling really frisky and wanted to earn some fame points, I could do a 24-hour stream, you know, do that extra life kind of thing going on there, which is pretty cool. She doesn't have that much time during ad breaks. Yeah, clearly not. Also, yeah, of course I have the bathroom right here, because why not? And this, of course, is like the most expensive toilet in the game. It's $5,000 for this toilet. So it's very fancy. We spared no expense here in this apartment. But, you know, on my bookshelf behind me, because, you know, every good content creator, of course, needs like their own background here. So I've just got my bookshelf with my awards that are on it. So I've got, you know, my award for writing books. I've got my award for, you know, being the nominated as for winning Best Actress. And then I've got my award here for sciencey stuff. So I've got kind of those on my shelf behind me just to show it off, to give you a little flair in my background here. And of course, I have my gamer chair here, which is actually very similar to the gamer chair I've got here. Similar colors, or as close to the colors as I possibly could. But then I've just got my main computer here. It's basically just an iMac with like a model rocket on my desk, where I, you know, play video games at, but also my character is a best-selling writer as well. So this is usually where the magic happens when I'm writing a bunch of novels as well. So I usually write novels at that desk. And likewise, my sim is also a musician. So they actually have a music deal. I basically have to produce music every 3 days for Dinky Beats, is the record label that I'm a part of. And I use basically this turntable machine to produce, you know, different, you know, radio tracks for them. And all those things, again, give me extra money and fame for my sim, which is really good. And moving on here, we're going to move on over. Since my sim's hungry, we'll get them some food. We're going to move on over to the kitchen. Just run on over here. Let's see. What do we want to cook for lunch here? Or breakfast, I should say, because it's really early in the morning. Do we want an omelet? Do we want French toast? Do we want a spinach frittata? Scrambled eggs and bacon? Kind of want an omelet. So while my sim makes an omelet, let's kind of explain the kitchen kind of layout here. I've got, you know, my juicer here. I've got my, you know, very fancy state-of-the-art oven here, which is all purple, just like the fridge is, you know, because I like purple a lot. It's a good color. But yeah, it's just very fancy. I've also got a big screen TV up here, which kind of takes up the entire wall which is pretty cool. And there's kind of this big cabinet here, or sorry, the giant hood that goes over my stove. I've also got even like just a bowl of plastic fruit here, because in true Ryan Turford fashion, I would never actually keep a bowl of real fruit on the table in my own house, but plastic bowl of fruit to make it look like I do. That's thinking right there. But yeah, so if I really want to, I can watch kind of TV from here. But yeah, so as my sim kind of cooks their breakfast, right behind here, I basically have a locker room, which will make sense when I show you kind of the rest of this place going on here. A couple showers in here, toilet, stuff like that. In fact, my sim, instead of actually sitting at the dining room table, has decided they're going to go ahead and sit and eat inside the giant locker room. So sure, we'll go with that. Again, I've got a nice fancy table kind of around here, which, by the way, here's my little garden here. I'm actually currently growing some wolfsbane, as well as some garlic as well. And they're also spliced with different plants, so it'll actually grow multiple types of plants. Ooh, this one's actually ready to evolve. Let's evolve this plant. And again, these plants actually ended up being reset pretty recently when I moved into this place. But these flowers here, for example, are actually, spliced with orb berries or spike fruit. And if those fruits and vegetables do not sound familiar, let's see what John wants. Remember when we talked about Amy Kalala? We had a very nice date. Oh, so yeah, my son was asking, hey, should I just go out with this person? And I was like, oh yeah, go for it. They're really nice. So my sim gets a little boost. Just call me Cupid for going ahead and helping them with that. All right, so let's have my sim kind of clean this. So yeah, of course we'll just go in, even though there's a sink right here in the kitchen and a dishwasher, my sim's just like, oh, I'll just go in the locker room to do this. And of course it's that time of day as well. This is the royalty report. So this is all the money I'm basically making on YouTube videos, music tracks, books, like anything that I'm basically making outside. So I'm usually making anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 a day just from all of the stuff that my sim just has out there, which is pretty cool. You need the trash can that gives you money. Luckily, I could get that, but why would I need it when I basically just have infinite money at this point? I mean, I will never spend this much amount of money ever in this game. As it is, I basically spent, $400,000 to $500,000 just getting this place set up pretty recently. But yeah, so there's my garden there. I'm actually growing plants from space. So again, just talking about what I was talking about before, the spike fruit and the orb berries are actually from outer space. I went to an alien planet and harvested them, and then I spliced the plants that I have here with their genes so that they are now growing both wolfsbane and orb berries and stuff like that here. But then I've also got a plasma fruit tree as well. Plasma fruit is really good for vampires. But I've also got fang flowers, which again is another space plant, because, as you might have noticed here, I have a rocket ship that I just use to go to space, just whenever I feel like it, just in my backyard. Of course, we can go explore space here. I can travel through the wormhole and go to an alien planet here. Or if I want to go work out in space, I can totally do that as well. But I've got a rocket ship, and again, I've fully upgraded it, so it's got all of the different perks that you can actually unlock for it. But otherwise, I've got like a pretty nice garden up here with like if I go down here, here's kind of my view of the city, kind of looking over the city, which is pretty cool. And again, the city is introduced in one of the other expansion packs that you can get for the game as well. But I've got like a nice view from my balcony up here. But I've also got a swing set, in case I'm bored and just feel like going, going for a swing. And then I've got, like a nice kind of like patio table here, a barbecue, and I've just got a random door here. And in case you're wondering what this random door is for, this is actually as part of the werewolf expansion, where you can actually explore underground tunnels and get certain rewards, which then you can usually sell, or put on your shelf if you want to put them on your shelf, if you like kind of what they do. But it also can sometimes give you like a teleport to like the werewolf area as well, if you want to go there. But I just have that there just in case I randomly decide to start going and doing stuff as well. So that's a view of my backyard. I also have a treadmill up here. And again, I kind of put the treadmill out here. So then look at this nice view I have while on the treadmill. I can do this stuff. All the essentials: swing set, grill, place to eat, and a spaceship. I love it. Yes, absolutely, Lockliff. I mean, you know me. I don't want to go too fancy with my backyard or anything like that. You know, I've also got, again, I feel like I've got a pretty nice garden back here as well. I've got like a nice setup here with some nice trees as well. So I feel like I've spruced it up a little bit. But again, like I said, I'm new to this house, so there's still much more that I need to do with this. So as we go, we're not even done exploring the first floor yet. So to show it off, you probably noticed as I came in here, I'm gonna even have my sim go over here, and we're gonna shoot some hoops. We're gonna take some 3-pointers. Yeah, I have a basketball court, just hanging out in like kind of my main area here. And if I put the walls up here, there's some windows kind of surrounding the basketball court with some benches in case people want to watch. Maybe take kind of my baskets here, which is kind of cool. I've also got, a kind of a boxing pole as well, so I can, punch at it and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So again, just built my own basketball court in my house, just cause. And over here, we got this cool machine here, which basically allows you to, you change your mood around a little bit. And your Sims can just hang around here and just puff at this thing. It doesn't look shady at all, I promise. And so moving on, we've got some rewards from being in space here. So this is basically like an air traffic control kind of panel from like an old space place. And then here's kind of my entertainment area here. So I've got my art easel because, of course, my Sim is also like a world-renowned painter as well, on top of being, a best-selling author and like a top YouTube creator at this point. Also, my Sim's totally working out, and they're going crazy with the hygiene. So we should probably have them take a shower. We're gonna take a wild shower, and while my Sim's in the shower, again, we're gonna continue to show off this area here. So again, even bigger TV in this room here with a couch and some chairs. Got a stereo system here, of course. I've got the latest and greatest game console here as well, just in case I want to, play some video games on this giant TV, which is pretty cool, with some nice, mood lighting and stuff like that here. But yeah, I kind of like the look of that room. I kind of like to have all that entertainment stuff. Now my Sim's done, and of course, since I'm a werewolf, instead of using a towel like a normal person, I just, shake myself dry. Because, I mean, that's what everyone wants to do is, shake yourself dry. It makes perfect sense. So that's the first floor of this place. But it's time for us to go upstairs and talk about the second floor. So as my Sim's going to run over here. So first thing you probably noticed, I've got a giant pool that, again, has, it's totally see-through. So anyone who's on the lower floor can actually see into the pool, or likewise, inside the pool, you can actually see out the window and see kind of the outside, which is pretty cool. We're gonna just swim some laps while we're talking about this. Again, I like the look of this pool. I've even got, these cool like turtle decals on the bottom of the pool, which again, with a nice little, again, place to sit down and read if I want to. But yeah, so this is just kind of my outside kind of dock area, and it kind of goes all the way around. We got some plants and more places to sit and stuff like that as well. Oh, I totally missed that around. All right. So as my Sim kind of gets out of the pool, we'll just go over here. And we'll change outfits. It's getting a little chilly. Let's put this hoodie on. And of course, just shaking myself dry here. So again, as I mentioned, my Sim is, quite the accomplished pianist. So of course, I've got a very fancy piano just in my like bar lounge area here. Because, Ryan Turford, I'm such a drinker because I don't drink that I decided to actually build a bar in my apartment here. So it's all decked out. It's totally yellow. It's got this yellow theme to it, with some nice, couches and chairs to kind of, lounge at. But, if you're in the mood for some karaoke, you can come over here to the karaoke machine, and then, you can sing some karaoke here. Shoot, drop down the Shoot, And of course, you know, there's all these different songs you can sing, and of course my sim, very good singer, so they're always, you know, singing on the correct tone and everything. Again, I love kind of the look of it, you know, changing colors and stuff like that. It's very fancy. And there we go. I'm gonna clap for the audience out there. And of course, my sim was like, you know, I did an okay job there. Yeah, so you can sing all kinds of stuff. But to your point, Lawcliffe, you know, I know it took some time to get their singing level up. Absolutely, it was not an overnight experience. It's just one of those things where they like to sing a whole lot, and yeah, I wanted to make myself very musical to start. That was my first career with my sim, was the music stuff. But you know, I'm an expert on the guitar, an expert on singing, piano, and violin as well. So I've got all the instruments covered with my sim. That was, like, again, like the first kind of, you know, steps that I wanted to go for. Hoppel says, now problem, is she 300 plus years old? 100%. My sim is actually like 600 years plus at this point. Because again, basically the way the Sims work is like every day of the Sims is kind of like 1 year of the Sims life, or it's about half a year. It's something close to that. And my sim has lived for over 700 days at this point, to the point where now the meter just isn't telling me anymore. It's just like days till age up 23, but my sim's immortal and they don't age. So it's one of those things where I kind of broke the meter at this point. But yeah, so Hoppel, to your point, a lot of time of learning. Absolutely. Like that's, as I was mentioning a little bit earlier in the stream, it's impossible for your sim to max out all your stats on one character if they're mortal. It's not possible with the amount of time it takes to take care of your sims and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things where I had to make sure I'm immortal to do that. But you know, if you want to have a drink and kind of sim over here, I've got another gaming area that you can kind of, you know, hang out at with another, you know, of the fancy game consoles here with a curved TV up here. Look at that nice curved TV. It's pretty cool. But then I've got like an extra dining room up here, you know, for parties, you know, whatever we want. We're having, you know, a cool party up here. That's kind of what that's for. But there's also, again, you know, bathroom there. And then here we've got kind of the master bedroom here. So again, I kind of kept it a little bit classy with my master bedroom. You know, got my computer desk here in case I want to, you know, write from my bedroom instead of the office. And then I've got, you know, a TV here, just in case I want to watch TV in bed, with my own closet and bookcase and stuff like that. And it's just kind of facing out the window. So, and I've got this giant mirror in case I want to, you know, change my Sims look and stuff like that. But yeah, so that is everything in my house. I think that's everything to show here. And now my Sim's going to practice making drinks while we're chilling out here. But yeah, I think that's everything to show off with my house itself. So I would love to know if people have questions about my sim or something like this. But at this point as well, otherwise we're going to kind of just, you know, play around here, kind of show you my day-to-day kind of thing. Maybe we'll go make some videos too, because I think, you know, my sim needs to make some extra money here. We gotta make some, while we're doing a YouTube live stream. It would be only fitting that we make a YouTube video while we're hanging out here. So we're going to study the trends, I think. So let's finish the practicing making drinks. I love how my sim just runs super fast going down the stairs, or going to the stairs, but then like walks normally going downstairs, which is pretty funny. So studying the hot trends will tell us kind of, you know, what type of videos are hot right now. Kind of like if you were to do research for, you know, normal YouTube stuff. So we could either do a tech review or confident review or happy vlog. Those are the ones that are like the real money makers at the moment. So I think we're going to do a tech review. Because of course, again, right here on Carpool Gaming, why wouldn't we want to talk about tech as well? In fact, if I kind of try and get in here, we can see kind of what the camera sees. Nope. Nope. I tried. I tried. Ryan, I'm judging your PC, your Sims PC case. Lee Navarro, just so you know, this is the only media creation station in the game, and there is no other computer to work with. So it's just one of those things where I know you're judging the case, but there's only so much I can do about it. This is actually the best one in this world. It does definitely need more RGB, Lee. 100%. Winter Gamer says, I'm glad you are streaming because Marvel Snap isn't working. Oh, no. Too many people are playing Marvel Snap by the sound of it. I mean, if anything, it snapped it out of existence. I can't snap my fingers, by the way, so I just pretended to snap. We're going into high gear, by the way, rather than, you know, sitting here watching the whole video process. Watch it go fast. Also, I noticed that my Sim son is here. I wonder if they're just walking around the house here. Oh, there they are. My Sim had a son. You know, he's now an adult. He just comes over from time to time. Just walks around the house. Just cause he just walks in. All right, so again, we've got our tech review video. We could, again, put a description and title and stuff like that, but I usually just go with the default. So now, of course, you have to see, first of all, actually, what's important as a YouTuber as well, in real life and in The Sims, is replying to comments as well. So we're actually going to reply to our comments on our YouTube videos, because that'll get us some additional followers and some fame. So currently, I just gained 300 additional YouTube followers. So I have 22,594 followers on my channel. That's pretty good for a channel, because the most you can really gain at a time is about 1,000, and that's usually during like a really long live stream. And depending on how many followers you have, it's more likely that you're going to make money off your videos. So we're going to go ahead and add some effects to the video, some fancy transitions to, you know, make this as good of a YouTube video as we can going up here. And again, we've got the whole editing timeline here, which again, just giving you a glimpse into the life of Ryan Turford, because this is very much me, you know, moving around the play bar, you know, making sure to kind of lift things out or fix certain items and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Will your Sim do a charity stream on Extra Life as part of CG, STGMR, or PTS, or charity? Maybe. We'll see. I mean, again, my Sim can do a 24-hour stream, Lee, at any time I want to. I'm not going to do it now while we're kind of doing this live stream, but at some point I should do that. Although it's probably boring to watch, because you're basically watching my Sim just talk to a camera for 24 Sim hours, essentially. Whereas this is just more riveting. Like, look at how riveting it is, kind of moving things around the timeline and stuff. So we've added wipes to the timeline. Now we're just editing the piece. Getting it ready. Too bad only 24 hours instead of 25. Yeah, that's the downside. You can't really change it. Although, like, I have a little streaming drone that I can show y'all, where I can just stream from anywhere at any time, as long as it has batteries, pretty much. So it just goes as long as it kind of wants to at this point. And then we can kind of set to upload the video once it's done doing. And the edit is complete, and now we've uploaded our video, and we are good to go. Now, my Sim apparently really needs to go to the restroom, so let's have them go to the restroom. Oh, wait, I forgot. I literally have the restroom right here, just for that reason. I forgot about that. And yes, as a werewolf, the option to go to the restroom is, you know, take a feral poo. That is what it is. Again, it kind of, you know, grosses me out every time I see that, but it's just one of those things where, you know, that's just how it works. Also, apparently my Sim is like, man, the sink's right there, like literally right there. And I could have just washed my hands in the bathroom, but they were like, no, we want to go to the locker room to wash our hands. I don't really know why. So my sim, even though they're energized, for some reason they're super tired. Do I want to go to sleep right away? Or I think before we want to go to sleep though, I kind of want to show off the space stuff. Because we could, I mean, you guys came here to watch a sim stream and you didn't expect to go to space, but I think we got to explore space. I think we got to at least do this once here. So for Sean Capri, here is my sim in their astronaut outfit. You know, again, Sean Capri loves space and loves astronauts. Here is my sim as an astronaut. And to Lachlan's point, you got to go to space. Absolutely. So we're gonna just launch our rocket here from our backyard. And then we're going to get some choices that come up. So again, you're not going to see the space travel, but we'll have like some cool dialogue boxes in a second. So all right, so, and these are totally randomized, by the way, every time you go to space. So, space pirates. Sarah sees some unsavory characters approaching fast in their rearview mirror. Uh-oh, those are space pirates, and Sarah's about to be shipjacked. They demand a suitcase full of simoleons to let Sarah pass or else. So, we can choose to attack the space pirates or talk to them. I think we want to attack the space pirates. We don't negotiate with terrorists here, okay? We're gonna go ahead and attack their spacecraft. And let's see what the result is. It's gonna calculate it. Sarah is fierce. Whoa, that escalated quickly. But Sarah's quick offensive strike took the pirates by surprise, and they crumble into a teary, blubbering puddle. They even offer Sarah some spare wires and loose change to entice there to leave them alone. Now, do I take their offer or do I blow up the space pirates? So do I take their money and let them live, or do I blow them up specifically? Now, normal Ryan Turver, but it wouldn't be profitable for me to do that because then I can get some extra simoleons by taking the pirates' money and taking their offer. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the offer. Nobody messes with Sarah. Those pathetic pirates practically trip over each other just to get out of Sarah's way, but before they go, they wash Sarah's windshield and give them a quick oil change just to stay on their good side. So now I'm going to return home, and we got some cool things from our voyage here. We got 2 common space rocks from our voyage to space. And let's see, we got the space rocks here. By the way, just a live space quid just hanging out in my purse. Just cause. Again, my Sims inventory is kind of a mess here. I'm trying to find the space rocks, though. Where are the space rocks? These are all my CDs that I made. Got an unpolished geode. There we go. Common space rocks. So we could sell these for 95 simoleons a piece. Or uncommon space rocks go for a little bit more, which is pretty cool. And then, you've got magic beans, spicy geodes, all kinds of cool stuff. I've even got plasma packs just in case, I need to fade a vampire at some point. Also, more stuff in my inventory, by the way. Again, my Sim's just carrying this all around with them as I kind of go from here to there. I've got, 2 digital iPads just in their pockets. I've got my violin that I made myself, a guitar that I made myself. I've got a Rock Legend signed guitar. I've also got a Stringvarious violin, which is like one of the fancier violins. And then a Grimm's Ghoulish guitar, which is actually pretty cool because if I, jam with this, what's kind of cool about it is that it does this like cool effect where it's like there's like this evil stuff coming from under my Sim as I jam out and do some evil rock here. Also, this package here probably looks pretty creepy. This is from an adoring fan in like multicolors to my Sim, and then I've also got a ton of fan letters as well just sitting in my inventory. And then of course I've got a bunch of just random potions to help boost skill gain, so I can, get my skills up faster and stuff like that. But I've also got these drones here which will allow me to, you know, live stream or kind of record anywhere I go. Since you don't really have like a camera that you can bring with you to do that, you got to bring these drones with you to different places to do that. And again, these are all my singles, my hit singles that I've gone ahead and kind of released to the world here. But now I'm gonna kind of pick up my guitar, put it back in my inventory, because my Sim's tired. It's time to put them to bed.
Oh.
And night Sim, night Sarah. So, and we just kind of zoom through the evening, and that's kind of like a day in my Sim. To be fair, we mostly just walked around and kind of just chilled. It was kind of a very nothing day at this point. But my Sim just is very happy. Although my Sim is more of a night owl because I do have a lot of stats that actually help me, you know, get, you know, extra skills at night and stuff like that. That comes from being a werewolf, but also having some different traits and stuff like that. Ooh. It feels like forever since Sarah has been romantically with their partner. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety, or a gut feeling, but Sarah can't help wonder what their partner is up to or who they are seeing behind their back. Now, here's the thing. It's hard to tell because my Sim knows a lot of people. And this, first of all, this main list here is just super long. It's just impossible to kind of sort through. But if I do this... So here are my Sims' kind of romantic partners. And again, this list is pretty long too. There's ghosts in here, or just, you know, people that, you know, I romanced a long time ago that are just either dead and buried or just super old. You know, like Jacob Volkov. You know, he's just kind of his own thing. But I don't actually know who my Sim's partner is at this point. It might be Miko. Miko was my Sim's first love. I guess she's technically still my girlfriend at this point. But then, you know, my Sim kind of lets to get around a little bit. Because that's just kind of my Sim's thing. Because, like, you know, it's hard to commit to one person sometimes, you know? Or at least it's actually, like, I kind of play my Sim romantically differently than you know, the way that I, you know, take romance in real life, where I'm more of the type of person that likes a commitment. But my Sim, I like to play my Sim where I'm kind of, you know, fooling around a little bit, especially because, like, it's hard to want to commit to someone when your Sim just lives forever. Like, you know, it's good every once in a while to live for, you know, 20 or 30 years with another Sim. But by the time, you know, they get older, or they, you know, pass away from old age, this is one of those things where my Sim's kind of ready to move on at that point. Also, apparently, Lockleth redacted a message. Really? I didn't know about this. But that's what the Sim is for, though. Play how you wouldn't. Yes, exactly, Lockleth. Just like, again, you know, I'm kind of playing the, you know, the non-binary lifestyle that I just, you know, don't really have in real life. And I like playing something different in The Sims. So that's one of the reasons why I'm totally, you know, that type of person. And again, it's one of the reasons why I'm totally cool with having my Sim be, you know, a little more evil at this point. Because I do, you know, like to be, you know, walk on the wild side. Especially because, again, in real life, I'm not an evil person. But or am I? Who actually knows? But I you know, like to play that in a video game. So we're going to make some blackened bass for like a 3 a.m. kind of meal for my Sim. And again, I'm going to kind of speed this process up while we walk around. But I guess we'll actually hang out with Miko at some point. Since, you know, my Sim still has 2 more days before they actually have to go back to work at this point. But Miko, obviously, not awake at 3 a.m. My Sim's got to start doing that. In fact, I think I need to put a kitchen table in here. Because, like, my Sim, it just keeps going in there. I think I need a good kitchen table here. So, I think I already have one in my inventory. I guess my inventory is just full of stuff from my old house that just doesn't really fit in this apartment. Or I was upgrading, you know, the fridge and stuff like that. We're gonna put this here. And then we've got, you know, a couple of these chairs. Oh, we only got one of the black ones, so let's use 2 of these. There. That'll do it. So then that way my sim doesn't continue to, you know, feel like they need to eat their lunch and all their meals inside the bathroom at this point. But yeah, normally, like, you get a little bit worried with the werewolf transformations because, of course, they added, you know, the phases of the moon to the game with the werewolf expansion. So usually on full moons, you're fighting off kind of the werewolf curse, and you might end up, you know, transforming at the moon. But my sim doesn't need to worry about that. And in fact, my sim's usually a little more relaxed now at night versus before. Also, I think maybe I need to put a dishwasher in too. And I think I've got one in my inventory that I've upgraded. Let's see. Where is that dishwasher? There we go. Now you can stick it under that island. That way, my sim's not having to go all the way to the bathroom. Again, I just moved into this house, so I'm still working out some of the kinks with some of this stuff. But there we go. I think now what we're going to do, we're going to make a mixtape. We're going to make some music. So let's see. What do we want? Plonky Zombre, Luling, Calculator Rock. Let's do Plonky Zombre. We got a nice beat to start with here. So then what we've got to do is we got to add some of the notes to this. So now we've got like a good like drum beat going. And then we're gonna bring in the vocals here. And then what we're gonna bring in the vocal hype. And now we've got that weird going. Now let's get the weird loop going. There we go. Now let's bring in some bass. And then now that we're kind of in the chorus, let's bring the male keys in. And then we'll bring the saxophone and the background vocals going. And now that we've got kind of the song going, got that beat going, got a good beat going, let's burn that track. We're going to call this, apparently, When Sims Cry. It's sad. Apparently, that's the name it came up with. And there we go. We actually produced our own music here. We can actually release this track to the world. Of course, quality's outstanding. I mean, did you not listen to this track? It was so good, you guys. So we're going to just go ahead, kind of release this to the world. And now our music track is out there and ready to go for the world to go listen to. But now, of course, you know, it wouldn't be a Ryan Turford sim stream if we didn't play a little video games as well. Kind of looking at my sim stats as well. You know, we're really good on everything. We're pretty much just maxed out here. So we're gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna play a multiplayer game. We're gonna play My Sims Racing with Ariella Pancakes. Hopefully she's awake at 6:14 in the morning. I want to get like a good view of the TV and the sim playing, but that doesn't work because the TV's so big. We're basically, you know, just playing Mario Kart in The Sims, just with our friends. So we can kind of build that social relationship while also just having a fun time at the same time. Oh, she came over. I figured she was going to, you know, play games from home, but I guess not. But she's actually a werewolf, and the red glow around her indicates that she's like ready to go out of control and transform. So I don't know if I want to keep her around the house for that long. And yes, she's even got like the glowing eyes to indicate that she's close to turning. Also, it makes you wonder, you know, we've got a Mario Kart clone in The Sims but EA doesn't have its own like Mario Kart kind of clone video game. Like, how does that work, guys? Like we need a good like Mario Kart game from EA, because we need more Mario Kart clones in the world, you guys. Also, if you fast forward, by the way, it totally just, you know, messes up the screen there. But now that we've been hanging out at least a little bit, I should probably ask them to go home. Because I do not want them to transform and break my apartment. And yes, there's a million different, you know, options I can go here for, you know, doing different things. Or maybe I can't ask them to go home. Maybe the option's not there anymore. Nope. We can bribe with friendship. That's one of the nice perks about, you know, being evil as well. I can bribe people to be my friends. I can give them extra money to be my friends anyways. We're gonna share our werewolf experiences with this person.
Polino. Dag Dag. Piffatau Felinus. Gushal. Tribnathenib. Balafoy
Okay, good. So it finally gave us the option to tell him to go home. Now that we're done. Now that we're done playing.
Chima Rimple. Dag Dag. Oh. Finalibo. Noi Foiby. Oh, Besu.
Well, now that I told them to go home, I kind of want to show y'all the city a bit. So let's go walk around the city. Let's go downstairs and get out of our place. So now that we're downstairs, so again, like I said, that's a big apartment building. I live at like the top of this very fancy apartment building in this penthouse suite here. So this is the town I live in as well, where, you know, there's all kinds of cool hip happening folks like this dude in like a, you know, leprechaun hat, and he doesn't have a shirt on. I don't know what his deal is. I guess he's staring at this romantic movie poster, and then wondering what's going on here. Simder. Romance simmers when using Simder, the hot new app for heated hookups. Can Grace find love before her passion burns out? So why does this dude just have no clothes on, but he's staring at this sign in like the middle of the day at like 8 a.m? That's really weird. Let's go. So there's this other couple kind of walking around here. But then, you know, as we explore the city, we've got this, you know, karaoke bar that we can go to that's like down the street. There's some other apartment buildings over here as well. But for the most part in this area, there's not a whole lot going on. This is more like the residential district in my city. But what we can do is we can actually go to some other areas. We don't want to travel with anybody. Also, that person was still apparently up in my apartment. They're like, oh, I guess I should get going right now. Even though I told them to go home before. But yeah, there's also Uptown here, which again has some more apartment buildings. But you've got your gym here. There's this nice little park in this area that you can go visit. There's also like this art gallery that you can go visit in this area. And then there's like another karaoke bar. And then, you know, just a house you can go hang out in. Of course, up here is the Culpepper Apartments, where some of my kids actually live. So my kids actually have this like smaller place that they live in. And likewise, you've got, you know, more of my kids kind of, you know, renting a place with, you know, this other family as well. Because again, none of my kids live with me. They live with their friends here. And then, you know, 2 of my kids decided to go and get their own apartment together. So that's kind of where they live. And then my son just has his own, you know, fancy place here because he's a vampire. So of course he's got, you know, one of the fancier places. But then again, with the expansion packs, you get a bunch of, you know, different neighborhoods and stuff you can go visit. So we can go to like Willow Creek and, you know, go visit some people here. In fact, I'm gonna go see if Miku is home. She is not home. She is somewhere else. So, Lochlith, I have 32 children. 32. Because again, I've lived for 600 years, so you know I've been busy. But yes, I have 32 kids. They're just all around the city. But again, some of them have passed away because again of old age, because you know they can only live for so long. Yeah, it's just one of those things where you know my sim lives forever, but my kids unfortunately do not. But I've got some kids that are vampires, so they will live forever. But I don't know. I'm just not. I've just had so many. Also, I'm totally running around like this while also checking my phone while going fishing. So we're gonna fish for a bit, but yes, Locklith again. In fact, I'll show you just for you know the ridiculousness of showing you. You're basically doing the Sims 100 baby challenge, and yeah, kind of at this point, because yeah, here's the tree of all of my children. Just going across here, just to throw it and put it in perspective. But again, some of them are ghosts because they've totally passed away. But a lot of them, many of them are still alive at this point. So it just goes to show that, you know, many of them are either younger or, again, I had them when I was a vampire. So the vampire gene passed on to them, and they get to live forever. But the interesting thing about the way, you know, vampires and werewolves work in this game is that if you have kids, they don't always get that gene. Especially even if their parent is also a werewolf or a vampire, it's just totally random. So sometimes you'll have two vampires that have a kid, and they'll just be a normal human. And that happened with my very first kid, which unfortunately is a ghost now. Ooh, we caught a kissing gourami. So let's open the notebook. Don't kiss these lips. Perch have sharp rows of teeth lining their mouth. That sounds kind of painful. So I've caught a 10-kilogram fish worth $29. Catching all kinds of fish today. Ooh, what is this? The eyes of Solani. I'm guessing this is an item here. Also, it looks like our tech review video that we recorded yesterday is doing really well. It made $449 for us in YouTube revenue in the first day, which is pretty dang good if I say so myself. We're getting a call from Takashi Kobayashi. And, ooh, I have a rival music label that wants to hire us. Hi, I'm a producer at Maxis Music Machine. We loved your new track. Would you like to sign a deal with us as soon as possible? Would you be up for that? So I think I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch over to Maxis Music Machine instead of Dinky Beats. So this is them kind of sending a reminder saying, hey, by the way, you gotta make more music if you want to stay in the music game at this point. Ooh, I caught a kitchen upgrade part while doing some fishing here. Oh, hold on. Oh no. We're actually really close to actually earning a new werewolf plate to spend. That's exciting. So I'm making some good friends while just, you know, enjoying fishing. It's pretty relaxing. Again, it's just pretty relaxing to kind of hang out here. So again, speaking of hanging out, I hope everyone is having a lovely, lovely, you know, Thursday today. Just having a very chill day. I hope everyone's having a very chill day today. Because it feels like the perfect day for a chill day, I think. You know, as for me, I've got so many more video games to play. The Resident Evil DLC comes out tonight, which I'm really excited about. And then Star Ocean. I'm playing a lot of that for our upcoming review. So I've got lots of video games to play today for like a really chill day. Maybe I'll watch some scary movies tonight too. That might be a thing I do tonight too. Yeah, we got more. We got a rainbow fish now. We gotta read the rainbow fish description. Contrary to popular belief, following a rainbow fish will not lead you to a pot of gold. I got that joke. I got that joke. Also, my sim apparently really needs to use the restroom. Is there a one around here I can use, or do I have to go back home? Let's see. No one on the beach, just has a random bathroom my sim can go use. Or what kind of beach is this that where they don't have a place to use the restroom? That's just silly to me. You can buy beach supplies. You can move into those houses. Well, I guess I will. I guess I'm gonna have to go home soon. Oh, there we go. There's an outhouse over there. We're gonna go ahead and go use the outhouse. And just speed over there. Okay. Let's go home. Because now I kind of want to show off, now that I've, you know, done some fishing and, you know, just had like a chill morning for my sim. It's now time to do something cool again. We're going to go back to space, but we're going to travel through the wormhole, I think, to see what's on the other side of space. Because, you know, traveling through the wormhole, you know, works so well in, you know, Event Horizon. What could possibly go wrong, you know, traveling through the wormhole? The ship crawls through the wormhole and emerges near an alien planet. A series of odd noises comes from the on-ship radio, and Sarah is suddenly transported off their ship. Because we're beaming down, folks. So we've arrived on 6 a.m. Apparently you could just breathe oxygen on this planet here, because my sim just decided to take their astronaut chute off. But here we are. We have arrived at an alien planet to come hang out here. Now, the only reason really to come to an alien planet is you can actually harvest some stuff here. We can get some geodes. We can get some extra plants. But not everything we can get stuff from, because they've been collected already. Let's see, can we harvest some of this stuff? No. We can get that geode. We got some citrine. There's this weird tentacle plant here. We can go ahead and harvest the fang flowers, which are some of the flowers I'm actually growing in my garden right now. And then we can actually collect a microscope sample for study later. And then we can actually take a cutting of this, so then we can graft it onto other plants. And in theory, we could also, again, take that plant home with us. But I don't really have room in my garden for it, so I'm going to leave it there. We've got some orange topaz. We can apparently dig here for some cool stuff. We got Simtanium. I don't think I've ever gotten Simtanium before. What is that? Simtanium. It is a uncommon element worth 90 simoleons. Apparently you can't call the Geo Council about the sample where we live, or where we are now, because, you know, we're in deep space at this point. Oh, I've never seen this before. There's an alien walking around. Let's go talk to Holly McDowell. In fact, actually, let's go flirt with her. So what's interesting, because of my skill setup with this character, is I can actually get them. Sorry, I'm just chuckling a little bit because there's a describe apocalypse thing here. But my sim can get them romantically in the mood, basically just by talking to them Or I use this
Mensu.
beguile command to then kind of, you know,
Dromus?
get them super romantic.
Aspa.
But oh no!
Ah, yeah.
They're flattered, but they don't want that type of relationship with me. They want to just be friends.
Charky Bibna.
Aw. Also, why is my sim automatically just insulting them now? Oh man. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice to this weird alien. Because I want to be friends. I want to be friends with this alien. I want to get to know this alien.
Sorb.
Grush.
Or apparently I just ended the conversation. Let's do this.
Arsagap Rabe. Maranoi. Malade.
Then that, yeah.
We could ask them for a loan. I wonder how much money this alien just has that they could lend me. I wonder how much money they actually have on them. Well, let's ask what their favorite color is.
Febine Levo Bondefi. Merkel Zira? Gaba?
Yasanar Blinard.
Oh.
Mom.
Yibs. Quimba
Abri. Abliva.
Apparently, this alien likes the color white. We're gonna brighten their day. We're gonna be nice. Or never mind. I guess they're leaving to go sleep. Ooh, I've never seen this plant before, so we're gonna harvest this billflower, and then we're definitely gonna want to take some of this back with us. I think.
Oh,
We're gonna want
Skimbo.
to grab a microscope sample. Okay, so let's see what else is going on this planet here. We're gonna go kind of raid this weird alien egg. Ooh, we found an alien. Let's see what kind of alien we got. Is it a dead pink whale? Is that what it is? Or is it a different alien? It's not in my aliens near the top there. Oh well. Let's go grab this glow orb. I was really looking forward to, you know, maybe getting a little romantic with that alien. Maybe, you know, asking, you know, maybe you want to hang out sometime. Maybe you want to go on a date, or, you know, do stuff together. Maybe go hang out. But apparently that alien was having none of that, and it makes me sad. Alien just out there looking for friendship. Yeah, absolutely. Again, and you know what, Luckliff, I respect that. I respect, you know, that alien's life for aliens' right for just friendship. But there's some more aliens that are popping up here. Let's go talk to Steven Solis. We're gonna do a flirty introduction with him too. Assuming it's him. I don't know.
Bob Nadizi.
Patharja. My bluff.
Uh-huh.
Apparently that was really awkward for us, but whatever. We're gonna work with it. Apparently though, they are not into it, which makes me sad. But I'm gonna want to be friends with them too. So we're gonna mentor Steven Solis on acting, because I think, you know, they might actually, you know, appreciate, you know, being a good actor out there.
Pafloof. Sabanage.
Of course, you know, my werewolf sudden cravings are coming in, so I just want to eat stuff.
Oh.
I didn't know that this is the thing, but a mood is apparently xenophilia, behaving like a captain of a space journey. Oh, that's good. I like that one. Again, I've come to alien planets before, but they usually don't have people on them. So I'm just excited that there's aliens here to talk to. Ah, the sim is unflirty, so that's why it was negative before. Gotcha. They don't want to be. They don't want to be flirted with. That's totally cool. So let's go and interact with this weird looking thing over here. Looks like a chess piece. Let's see, we got more of these glow orbs. Alright, so we've also got... get a chance to go talk to Lucia. Let's go talk to Lucia. Let's try an enchanting introduction. Everyone likes a good enchanting introduction. Oh, apparently this alien is a fan of mine, because the reason why they're wearing the same clothes as me is because they're a fan. They're a fan of Sarah Darkstone. They're a fan of my, movies or TV shows or YouTube videos or whatever, which is just funny that, there's this alien out there that's really into this stuff. So let's flirt with this alien. I like this alien already. They're in a flirty mood. Oh, they're into it. So we won't have many romance options, unfortunately, because unfortunately, I'm just randomly angry out of nowhere, which means I might have to cool off before I do anything, because otherwise my sim will just yell at them. Actually, I wonder, let me do this here. Because I definitely think, maybe there's something with this sim. Maybe this sim, wants to, hang out some more. So let's try and be friends a little bit more, because I don't want to get too angry here. Let's get to know them. Oh, they're not into us either. Maybe the aliens are all only into aliens, I wonder. Maybe that's a thing in this game. Let's find out her favorite color. Jesus. Why are they yelling at me? I don't understand. I just want to be friends. Alright, let's go grab some of these minerals, and then I think it's time to leave this dust ball. I mean, clearly none of the aliens want to be, good friends with me, except for one of them. So. I say we nuke this whole planet from orbit once we leave. It's the only way to be sure. It doesn't look like there's anyone else we can interact with, so I think we can safely return home here through the warp. Now that my sim is back from space, we got to take care of our hunger and hygiene. So let's grab food first. We're gonna have some angry flaming spaghetti. That's apparently a meal you can make in this game. That's my first time seeing it. In 600 days of playing this game, I didn't realize that's a meal you could make. And of course, my sim being maxed out in their stats also is like a gourmet cook. So it's just one of those things where they're very fancy with this.
Yimbara! Subaima! Oh, Yimbala!
So because my sim was just very angry, I had an emotional breakdown just but because I went out of the anger state, it actually canceled my meal. So I'm going to have to just throw that away. Just go make a new meal, I guess. All right, let's have what do we want for dinner? There's got lots of good choices. Let's make a rack of lamb for dinner.
Oh.
Werewolves get angry easily. Yes. Well, it wasn't just that. It was actually my fame debuff that actually did that, because if I go down here, one of them is this emotional bomb one. So it just makes me just very angry or very sad just out of nowhere, and totally throws kind of my Sims mood out of order. And it's really just one of those things where, it just comes here and there kind of thing. God, Sarah, the dishwasher's right there. It's right there. Why are you going to the locker room to wash that? Welcome back, Court. Welcome back. It's been exciting stream so far. I mean, you missed us going to an alien planet and me trying to pick up aliens. And you also missed me just fishing and hanging out. It's been a good day. It's been a good day, Court. I'm trying not to show my sim in the shower. Even though you're not naked, it's censored. But I don't want to show it, just in case. Okay.
Jabin, laundry tool.
Oh, is that shower leaking, or am I just getting water on the floor like a dog? Gotta keep it wholesome. Absolutely. I mean, you never know. I don't want to get us banned from YouTube yet, Lockleth. I don't feel like we need to be those people just yet. Also, my sim is very exhausted from a long and fruitful day. Also, I'm going to work in 10 hours, apparently. I forgot about that. And again, I just like the look of my apartment just, at night. It's a nice looking place. Also, apparently I've got to use the restroom, so let's do this. And of course, the toilet broke while I was using it, so let's kind of repair it. Of course, my sim is like a master repairing person, so, repairs are super easy if anything in my apartment breaks. We're going to throw this stuff away. I forgot how great the Sims music gets. It really gets in your head. Absolutely. In fact, I'm kind of hearing it for the first time in a long while because, again, I talked about this on the Xbox Drive this week, but usually this is like my podcast game. So I'm usually, playing this while listening to podcasts and stuff like that. So I usually have the music muted. So I'm usually missing out on this stuff. So it's cool to actually get to listen to the music again. But yeah, we're doing some boxing because we have to go back to our job in 3 hours, and we wanna meet this requirement of getting as close to the 100% of doing our daily task as possible, which is just working out of some kind. All right, there we go. We managed to get all the way there in time for work, which is nice. All right, what are we sad about? Feeling sad. Gloomy Sims always seem to be having a cloud hover over them. Yeah, my Sim's just sad out of nowhere. We should probably also get our mail as well. Let's see what's in our mail. I think the mail will cheer us up a bit because every day my Sim gets fan mail from people just cause. So let's open some of our fan mail. to help kind of boost Sarah's spirits here a bit. And again, this looks really creepy. Like the first time I started getting fan mail and seeing like the letters with like the multicolored lettering and stuff with the hearts around my name, I'm like, I don't know, this is a creepy package. And then it's even creepier when you get an actual physical package that way. But let's open some fan mail. Is it weird that I want branded underwear with your brand name? And then they're all happy about it. So I got some extra playful and feeling great emotions from reading that letter, which is nice. Again, it's good to do that. Okay, let's check in our lifestyle brand. Let's launch a new lifestyle brand because we get some extra money. Yo, what is up, Bob Loblaw 574? Hope you're having a lovely Thursday. We are playing The Sims. Y'all asked for it. Y'all demanded it. Y'all wanted this to be a thing. So here we are. So here, this kind of ties into the fame stuff I was talking about earlier, where essentially I have my own brand name that's just based off my last name, and I can choose kind of who it gets marketed towards. Ooh, let's do early adopters. I think I like to sucker in early adopters for stuff. And let's choose this butterfly logo. Ooh, do we do like mystical stuff like astrology and tarot cards, or do we want early adopters for perfumes? Maybe. I kind of want to do beauty and skincare. Suckering in early adopters with cheap products, absolutely, 100%. We got to make that extra bling. So we pay $300, and then probably by the end of the week, my sim will have an extra, $5,000 to $70,000 going on there. Let's install a low friction capacitor for our garbage chute, so garbage doesn't get stuck in it anymore. I think that's a notification saying we start work in an hour. Again, we're all set up basically to get promoted at work today. So we're not going to be an astronaut probably tomorrow. We're going to be something else. Our next promotion, it says Planet Patrol or Moon Mercenary. All right, we've actually completed the upgrade. Sarah has finished the trash chute upgrade. The trash chute will never get jammed again. Thank God. Also, oh, there's a paparazzi here to just take pictures of me, but luckily, I'm going to be going to work soon, so this will be a thing that we never have to worry about. Hello, Kevin Ainsworth. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day, good sir. Bob asking the question, when is The Sims going free? Because I want to play The Sims right now. Well, good news, Bob blah blah. It's free to play right now. You can go play The Sims right now. Anyone can go play this game right now. Because it is free to play. In fact, if you have Game Pass specifically or EA Play on PlayStation, you'll actually get the Going to Work expansion for free. That's included in Game Pass. So, which is actually like a really good expansion. It gives you some extra careers by allowing you to travel to work with your sim, like it being a police officer or a doctor, which is really cool. So it's a really good expansion to have. So, yeah, if you've got Game Pass, that's the way to go. Oh, we have to make new tracks. Right meow. Yes. Sorry. Thank you for correcting me. Right meow. Sorry, Job. I got better things to do. You can't be like, I want to play the game right now, and then I tell you it's right now, and then you're like, well, I don't want to play it right now. No, it's weird. Also, we made $6,000 today just from, YouTube videos and my novels and stuff. And I'm going to take a sip of this Bedbridge. So usually we could just zoom through the workday, but paparazzi or other people just keep showing up at my front door looking for me, which doesn't allow me to fast forward the time faster than this at this point. So we're really just... All right. Now that they're gone, it should allow us to then fast forward a bit. Again, I don't have one of the careers where I can actually go to work with my sim. But when I get to that, at some point, we'll be able to do that. Hi, Sarah. I've been thinking about getting to know Vivian Proulette better as a friend. Do you think the two of us should hang out? And then you can give them some options, and I'll say, oh, yeah, I think you should go for it. The funny thing about those choices is the fact that there is no wrong answer. In fact, you get a bonus for saying yes every time. And if you say no, then just nothing happens. So we can choose the next path we want for our job. So we can either choose an international smuggler. So this sim wrangles the most of the stars, takes advantage of the ungoverned frontier. Take any job, even if it doesn't touch the ground. Rewards include a retro rocket ship. Well, that's pretty cool. And it makes $200 an hour. Or I could be a space ranger, part of the planet patrol. Space is a wild, unruly place. A bit too unruly. Taking a post in the planet patrol ensures that space remains safe for future generations. Rewards include the Apollo rocket ship. So we get two different rockets, depending on how we do decide to go. So we can either go like, kind of like the Han Solo smuggler career, or we can go like the space cop kind of career. And I mean, I think I kind of want to do international smuggler because it's just, it makes more money. It makes more money. Let's be a moon mercenary, I think. Congratulations. We have been promoted to a moon mercenary.
Nurska.
I was thinking maybe it'd change the outfit, but they didn't. But of course, a sad bomb has hit us, so my sim is just feeling depressed. And it's very, very easy to run into kind of passionless jobs at this point. So we received the following. So we earned a nice bonus, but also the monolith and an alien juice drink recipe. That's kind of cool. So what's this alien monolith? Let's check our inventory. Actually, I want to... No, I can't sell that one. Oh, it's probably in my household inventory. Let me go here. And to Luckless point, listen to how chill this music is as we're just, chilling out in the build mode. So let's put this alien monolith here. Of course, it looks like the monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Let's see. Do we want to put it in the game room? Maybe we put it in here, I think. I don't like that you can't put it up against the door. Because I got those paintings there. Yeah, it look weird in the basketball court. Again, there's all windows over there, so I don't know if I'm going to put it there. So we can either put it up here in the dining room, or we could put it in here. I kind of like it in here better. In fact, maybe we do this. Maybe we take out this trunk. Or this TV stand, I should say. Let's just send it to our household inventory. And then we'll put this cool looking moon monolith here in our vampire. Are you still a vampire? Isn't that too many windows? I'm actually not a vampire anymore. I'm actually a werewolf now instead. In fact, I'll show you blah blah. Blah blah blah. I'll do this. And then, now since we've got another werewolf here, let's, if we howl, it'll force them to howl. Maybe. There we go. Alright, let's transform back. Wait, what kind of outfit is this? This isn't one of my outfits. This is just some random outfit it gave me. I kind of want to... Let's see. What outfit do we want? let's do... Yeah, let's just do our normal outfit. Also, I'm gonna totally ask this paparazzi to leave.
Levite Benu Sublurf. Gibarao.
Because this paparazzi is also a werewolf, and they're ready to transform and kind of break stuff, and I don't want them to do that. So, again, our music label, Max's Music, asked us to make more music, so let's do another track here. Let's make Yome. Let's make a Yome track. Alright, so we're going to add the bass verse, I think. And let's bring the drum machine in. And we're going to kind of let it go through the chorus a little bit. And let's got the vocals in now. And let's get the hip bass going. And we'll do... I'm gonna wait for it to go through this chorus a bit. Let's get the guitar and synth going. We'll wait for it to come around again, and then we'll throw in the drums here. And to Luckless point, you have money, but you don't have break my stuff kind of money. Absolutely. Also, we didn't get to finish the track because it looks like my sim had an emotional breakdown instead. This just happens from time to time. You know, being so famous, being the famous person that I am, you know, I just can't. I have a fragile emotional state all the time. All right, let's do this again. No, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone.
Dag.
I'm doing work here. Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Ah.
We'll burn the track. We'll call this Solitaire Face. Because we just got to get this out here. And let's release it. Of course it's outstanding. Of course. Did you listen to that track? It was outstanding.
Who you know?
Sims 4 might be too scary. People are just entering my house whenever they want to. Yeah, apparently. Like, I actually have it turned off, so people can't enter my house. But I guess there's something about this apartment in particular where they can just enter just cause. I've noticed, like, it doesn't happen like at all the houses in The Sims, but this one in particular it does, and I don't understand why it happens that way. I'm still trying to figure out if there's a way to fix that. But yes, to answer your point, blah blah blah. Do they have an introverted personality? They have a little bit of one. Because if I go into my Simology here, you know, I'm kind of a goofball. I tend to be sad. That's just, you know, one of the things that my sim tends to do. But my sim doesn't really need anyone. They just never really need to socialize with anyone. They just like, yeah, I just don't need to talk to anyone. It's fine. They're also a great kisser, though, which is very nice to have at this point. But for the most part, you know, I've got some, you know, fears and stuff like that. And of course, one of my things that's tied to fame is, of course, no touching. My sim does not want to get touched. And it's just one of those things where if other sims touch me, I do not like it. So. But yeah, this door has been locked for everyone but Sarah. But people still have been able to come in at this point, lock with. And I can't, you know, lock it for Sarah. But it's just one of those things where it's just how that works. But yeah, I'm just gonna lock the door so only my employees, because I have a maid and I have a gardener who come in, And I want to make sure that they actually can get in the door. Also, it looks like some of our plants are are ready to harvest, I think. We're going to supercell everything.
Toma Flobiage Toma. Oh.
And we're going to sell all this stuff. We're going to research this plant a little bit. Because now that I've got this, like, weird spliced plant that's a plasma fruit and a fang flower, you know, space plant.
Oh.
I want to know more about what place this plant takes.
Laguna, Brashu, and Arva. Huh. Huh. Oh.
Also, my sim is hungry and tired.
Laguna.
So after this research done, let's make some food. Let's see, what do we want to have for dinner? We're going to do... Alright. First of all, you're getting out of this house. I'm going to run over and tell my son, no, go home.
Soy brief.
Wasusa. Malinee.
Alright, back to making dinner. We're gonna make fish and chips for dinner. That sounds like a good dinner. Also, I love how my sim just cooked those fish and chips in a pot, and it's like, they like poured it out like it's some kind of weird liquid. Also, Jeffrey does not want to go home.
So. Trangela shops him?
Alright, time for you to leave, Jeffrey. Or, since I already asked him to leave, I can't ask him to leave again. And he's just stuck. Or maybe maybe you have to unlock the door to get him to leave. Whatever. He can just stay. My sim's going to go to sleep at this point. Before I pass out. And when do I work again? I work in 2 days, and my daily task has changed. So I'm not working out anymore. I'm going on a space mission. I got to do a space mission at some point. Or maybe multiple space missions. I don't know how many space missions I'm going to need to fill that bar. Also, my Sims aspirations, by the way, I keep forgetting about this. I got to read 3 books, but I've got a lot of the aspirations down. Like a lot of the ones that are tied to specific, careers and stuff like that, which give you extra skills and give you money to buy extra skills on top of that, which is nice. So it's good to do as many of those as you can. All right. Let me use the restroom. We're gonna pee like a champion this time. This makes me want to get back into The Sims. Maybe design a cute house with my Animal Crossing New Horizons skills. Yeah, actually, Lachlan is one of those things where it's like, I'm really bad at designing the houses. I've just never really been good at it. I'm good at putting the furniture and stuff in there and designing it like the room how I want to do it. But it's just one of those things where like one of the things I like about the apartments in this game is I like can have the apartment just have like the mold and the template be there already for me to work with. Since you can't really alter the walls and stuff of the apartment. And then from there I can then kind of populate the place with all the stuff I want to put in it. And not have to worry about, doing all that extra stuff. We got to pay our bills. Our bills for this apartment, a little more expensive than my old place. It's 15,000 simoleons every week for rent at this place. Just imagine an apartment in real life costing you $15,000 a week to live in. That's pretty expensive. But now what I want to do, I want to write a book. I'm gonna go write a book so we can sell it to the literary digest, so we can make some extra money on it. Let's see. We're gonna write a fantasy book. Writing a fantasy book sounds like fun. I should make you a Sims vacation home that you can download on your side. That would be pretty cool, Lockliff. I would definitely make use of that. You know, I've got this in my household inventory, of course, because I did have a vacation house or I was living on a house on the beach before. So I do have like a jet ski and a boat, like a canoe that's just sitting in here that I just have nothing I can do with it at this point because I don't have like I don't have like a vacation home or like a home in like the tropical area at the moment.
Yos.
Oh, what does John Banerjee want? Oh, Vivian Poulet and I had a blast together. Thank you for your advice. So again, they'd asked about that, you know, the other day, and their hangout went really well. I'm now going to lock the door for everyone but employees, so no one comes in here. Oh, I just realized it's a full moon tonight. So tonight is the night that, you know, my sim would be really worried, you know, because I'm a werewolf. So in theory, it could be really bad for me. But no, my sim is really good at fighting off the moon's rays. So I don't have to worry about transforming at random tonight. Of course, my maid's coming to say hi. We made another $7,000 today just on royalties for stuff. All right, and we've finished writing our book, so let's submit a copy of the book for... Ooh, we wrote a best-selling fantasy book. Let's submit that right away to Fantasy Digest. Or let's unlock the door. Or just allow access to Sarah. Yes, let's do this. There we go. Apparently I can't get my mail. That's weird. All right, I'm going to unlock the door. I think the door locking and unlocking is doing weird things with my sim. Or not. Maybe I don't have enough space in my inventory for my mail? Whatever. It's probably just fan mail anyways. I don't really care about fan mail. All right, let's go take a shower. We'll take a thoughtful shower. We're gonna think in the shower. Of course, keeping it classy. We're gonna look at our TV that's giant and just hanging out in the kitchen here. All right, I think we need to reply to some comments on some of our videos. I was just suddenly hungry there. We earned 250 more followers today, and I think I saw a challenge come in here. So, Sarah, we need a celebrity partner to help promote TV Dinner, a basic cable television channel as part of a targeted advertising campaign. Complete one of the following in the next 24 hours using the video station to do this. So we can either make just a normal video and they'll give us a bonus for that, or if we do a cooking video, we'll get even more money. So what's our hunger looking like? Hunger is coming down pretty down. Let's make a cooking video. All right, so we'll go into our inventory and we will use our drone. My very fancy gotta stream them all streaming drone, which of course looks like a Pokeball. Oh. We'll just begin recording. And then we will go ahead and we gotta serve a meal for this to work. So let's serve something fancy. Let's do... Actually, let's do something gourmet. Let's cook a gourmet meal. And we'll do... We're going to do a lobster thermidor. We're going to do a family size lobster thermidor. Again, my sim gets very fancy into it because, again, they're like maxed out on gourmet cooking at this point.
Oh, let me da. You got.
And we can stop recording because now we've gone our gourmet cooking video. And let's paw plate and just grab some lunch. And then we can kind of put away the leftovers so we can save them for later. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our drone and we're going to transfer our videos to the video station. So now we can edit our cooking video. So we're adding just all kinds of fancy effects to it, and editing the video, all that fancy stuff that YouTubers do. And we'll upload it. And there we go. We got our video is now in the wild. Let's grab our drone back and throw it in our inventory. And since we need to go on another space adventure, I think tentatively to close things out because I'm looking at the time. It's 4:04, so we should probably start wrapping up soon. I'm going to go on another space adventure to kind of close out the stream today. We're going to take one last trip to space. Space madness! Sarah is suddenly feeling very anxious and jumpy. There's a strange tingling sensation in their hands and feet, and they feels a little lightheaded. Could they have space madness? Could it be something wrong with their airflow? So should we turn the fan higher, or should we swap the CO2 scrubber? I think we swap the CO2 scrubber. Feeling good. The fresh air really helped, and now they feels better. Again, it's weirdly worded because, you know, they're using they instead of he or she feels better. If Sarah actually had space madness, they'd start getting paranoid and making really terrible decisions. Now, how should they spend the rest of their day in space? So we should go for a spacewalk or erase all data. I don't know what erase all data means, so we're gonna go for a spacewalk. A beautiful space day. It's pretty outside. Look, the northern lights. Sarah can't spend the whole space day cooped up like this. They needs to get out there and enjoy the beautiful weather. They ventures towards the airlock and gets ready to go outside and take a nice walk. We're going to totally put our spacesuit on because we're going in space. The Spotlight Spock is going to be amazing. Sarah puts on their luxury suit along with the luxury air tank. After a few minutes of breathing clean air, they regains their sanity and realizes what happens. They decide to stay in the suit and just head for home. Luckily, they didn't do anything too crazy. And there we go. We made it back safely. And as my character goes to just use the restroom, I think that is how we are going to end the stream today, folks. So first of all, I'm going to just put it back to me first of all. So first of all, thank you to everyone for coming today. Thank you so much for finally, you know, coming to see me show off my sim for the first time. I know y'all have been asking for this for forever. But it finally happened. I finally showed off my sim, showed you, you know, just the day-to-day, you know, what I do in this game. For the most part, I apologize that I just didn't have too much cool stuff to talk about today. I don't know. It's just, you know, a very chill Thursday afternoon. But I hope everyone else has a lovely, lovely Thursday. And yeah, I guess I will see y'all later this week. And maybe we'll do Sims 4 at some point again. I don't know. I don't know if people want to actually see more of Sims 4. I think, you know, people saw the initial review and they're like, oh, okay, I'm kind of over it now. But we'll see. Either way, it might be more retro games next time we stream instead of Sims 4. It might be more of this. Who knows? It could be anything. But until then, friends, see ya.